what you're thinking. Gold Hunter 77, there's no way you would cross that. Oh yeah, it's Rockhound Paradise Part 5. Let's get into it. It's Gold Hunter 77 here. It's pouring down rain, but I got the day off, so we're going to go out and do some exploring, some rockhounding. I'm going to try to not get dirty. I mean, super muddy. So probably stick to surface hunting. Test out this new iPhone. Hopefully it goes good. And just kill it. Go look at some new spots. See if we can find some huge crystals. So let's go. Well, all right. We're here at the spot. This is a new spot, a brand new spot. It's across the river from the other spot and across a couple roads. It's, I don't know, a few miles from the other spot. I've heard of some stuff being found over here, crystals and whatnot, so we're gonna give it a shot. All right. Well, nothing yet. So far, this area doesn't seem too rocky, at least where I'm at. Look at this moss carpet, though. How bright it is. I don't know. Kind of cool, I guess. Something different. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Find the goody goods. What's this? There's something going on with this. Well, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. Got some kind of agate or quartz running through it. Let's keep looking. Another reason I'm in this location, this general area, is because it's all burned. And I know there's good rocks and crystals around here. Jasper, all types of stuff, carnelian. Especially these little pits that have burned out and been dug out. Can expose a lot of good stuff. So if you run into something like this, stop and have a look. We on it. Yes, we on it. So I've never been here before. This is a really big area, and I just walked around. I've been here all but 10 minutes. Check that out right there. Boom. Crystals. This isn't even near the other spot. And then right down below it, check this out. Look at that thing. Whoa, dude. These are just sitting here on the surface. Wow. That is freaking awesome, man. What's this? Wow, I did not just expect to come up here to a new spot. It's not really a spot. It's just a mountain that I thought might have something. And just start finding this stuff. Okay, cool. Right on, man. Woo! Loving it. nice. Got some blue in it. Not huge, but yeah, there's some nice stuff here, man. It's a keeper. Well, I ain't gonna lie, it's slim pickings here, but as you could see, there is some really nice stuff here, and I'm just surface hunting. I'd love to kind of dig around in here too. It's starting to rain. That ain't gonna stop me. I'm throwing on the rain gear. We're gonna get with the program right here, and we're gonna find more. Yeah, not as much here, but man, it's definitely got me interested enough to stay hunt around for a few hours. So let's keep on keeping on. Woohoo! Well, I'm back up to the road here, and now I'm kind of looking at the rocks they brought in for the road. I mean, that looks like some damn common opal right there. If it was a different color besides white, I'd probably keep it, just because I got spoiled on opals in Idaho. Kind of a cool rock. I mean, there's definitely some keeper stuff in here, so kind of keep my eyes peeled through here too. Well, the problem I'm having right now is really trying to make any rhyme or reason out of this area. You know, gridding all over the place, trying to do like a perimeter to see if the material builds up more or just kind of peters out. So right now I'm just finding really tiny stuff compared to where I was about 100 yards away. And then that bigger stuff I found uphill. So I think we're gonna march uphill. Walking along here, and this was just sitting on the stump. Looks like some betrothal. Somebody just sat here. So that either could have been a logger or a fellow rockhounder that was finding better stuff. I don't know. That's a keeper in my book. I mean, I suppose they must have been finding some really good stuff to just chuck that away. But yeah, I'll hang on to it. Cool. So when you're out here, be on the lookout for old bottles too. If you can collect them in your area, that will vary state to state. If you want to know the approximate date of a bottle, look at the seam running up towards the neck and the screw top. This has the seam running to the neck and beyond, plus the screw top, so it's definitely post 1910. Probably much later than that. Anyways, for me, they got to be earlier bottles than that to keep. I'm on a biggin. I'm on a biggin something here. Oh boy. Wowzers. Yeah, that looks crystally. Wow, I'm seeing some crazy color in the middle. You see that green? You see that sparkling in the middle? That's crazy. Let me get this thing cleaned up. Okay, got her cleaned up a little bit. This is a really nice chunk, and look at that fire in the middle, like opal, but I don't think this is opal. I mean, it looks like quartz, but it's got some type of metal or something opal going on in the middle. That is way cool, man. Wow. Well, it's really starting to come down now, but I'll tell you what, I came back uphill where I originally started, and man, I'm just starting to kill it. It's so much better up here. The rocks are bigger, crystals, just really cool stuff, which what I was finding in the beginning, but that's just the way I prospect, whether it be for agates or crystals or gold. I'll find it and then I'll move around quite a bit because I know I can always go back there. That's how I do it. So went downhill, found a little bit, back up here, just killing it. All right, let's go. Man, there's just stuff everywhere I turn up here. Most of that's because this all got burned out with a bad fire last year, so this all used to be really brushy, but now people can see. Look at that. Whoa. that's a nice one. Wow, big one too. That's a cool rock. I'm not gonna keep it, but this was laying right next to it. Not really a keeper, but this is definitely a keeper. Oh yeah. This spot is kind of blowing me away right now. It's as good, if not better in its own ways than the other spot. Just a whole new variety of rocks, man. This is awesome. Found a chunk of what appears to be some kind of maybe petrified wood, opalized. Looks grainy. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Petrified wood, opalized, or agatized, or no? Keeper. I don't know if it's picking it up, that orangish gleam on the inside there. This is opal. I thought it was a fluke the first time, but I am actually on opal. Precious, a little bit of precious. It's got some color play to it. I had no idea. Wow, dude, that's got me really interested now. How cool is that? Now that's most definitely a chunk of petrified wood, and it's got blue opal veins going through it. Whew. So if I'm finding a little chunk like this, man, I could find a bigger chunk with blue opal going through it. That is crazy. Wow. Sweet. I've been marching uphill a couple hundred yards, and rocks are getting bigger. We're definitely getting closer to the source of something. Oh, look at that thing. Ow! That looks like opal. Opal and Jasper. Wow, that's got some cool colors to it. That one too. Man. Just deciding if I want to take that with me or not. Oh, that is pretty cool. So is that one. Another pink one over here. Probably all broke off the same rock, huh? I don't know. Yellow and pink and It's just so big. It's way cool. I'll think about it. Look at the size of some of these burnouts from these roots. I mean, those go down so deep like caves. It's just mostly hollow. It's crazy what the fires do. I'll tell you something else that's crazy is you'll find all types of cool rocks and crystals on one side of a road, but not the other. And it's happened to me a lot. So if you can explain that one to me, I'd love to know. I'm kind of getting the same thing here in a way, to a degree. Can't figure it out. Perfect example. Just crossed the road. Found a nice piece of betrothal. It's the craziest thing in the world, man. We've been at it about 5 hours up and down the mountains, doing pretty good. You know, I'm pretty impressed. Just different stuff, so that's cool. Thinking about hitting one more spot on the way back down, and we'll check it out real quick, and if it's good, we might stay longer. If not, then we're gonna go home and clean up the rocks. Okay, so now we're in the new area down the mountain a little bit, and I can hear a waterway in the back, like a little creek or something. So if you watch some of my previous videos, I'll talk about waterways and why they're important. They'll show sign of anything you're looking for. Usually it's a good place to start, so let's go check it out. All right, so this little creek flows into the main river down here, and I'm up here, I'd say easily 100 feet above the river, and there's rounded rock. It always amazes me that the river was up this high at one point. So just a fun fact, if you don't know that, next time you're in the mountains and you see cobbles or rounded rocks in the bank or whatever, you'll see them up way high. You know, I mean hundreds and hundreds of feet sometimes. That's the ancient river channel. Now I know what you're thinking. Gold Hunter 77, there's no way you would cross that. And it gets mighty narrow, and that's a 15-foot drop. Now you might be right, but if that's what you're thinking, you don't know Gold Hunter 77. Take her easy. Ain't nothing to it. Man, I got a little scared there for a minute though. I have to admit, my stomach just went through the top of my head. Woo! I'll tell you, about halfway through, I was having some second thoughts because that log is going way more downhill than I realized. But I made it. I do roofing, by the way, so I have pretty good balance. I know my limitations, but that was pushing it. Anyways, worth it because we are on some crystally agate type stuff over here. So let's see if we can find something bigger. Not too bad. Crystally, got a little size to it. I'll take it. Look how clear that is. Woo, small, but that's a beauty. Wow. Woo. Made it back in one piece, and that was one hell of a hike up that mountain, back up that mountain. And it started just pouring rain. But it was well worth it, you know, just to check this spot out too. I didn't find enough to really draw my interest, but it was fun, something else. So yeah, definitely uphill is the spot to be. For now, we're going back home. We're gonna dry off and get something to eat and clean these rocks up, and then I'll have some cool pictures to show you. Yeah. All right, we back home here, getting settled in, got my rocks clean. You know, it was a really good hunt. Was I finding rocks as good as the original location? Definitely not. No big crystals. I found some little crystals, some really cool rocks. Overall, it was fun just to test the iPhone. And for a random spot, it actually paid out pretty good. I got quite a few keepers. So I hope you enjoyed the video.